What do we have going on? Some side quests.
Walkways need
Welcome home, Sid.
Give me 50
Where's the... Oh, there it is. So we last played this on Thursday, so I gotta try and remember where we go. We just beat Titan, which is pretty cool. That was a sick fight. So it's been, what, 4 days, I think, since we played this last? So got a bit of catching up to do on what I last did. Like I say, killed Titan. That was fun. I remember doing that. It was a cool fight. What do you got for me
today, Clive? Is everything we've received and everything promised?
Thanks.
Here you are. All done?
Thanks. What do you do again?
How are you doing? Quick look.
How are you doing? Oh, they're just side quests. Okay.
Enough?
Whatevs, Trevs. Let's go speak to Otto. Broski.
Clive, you're back.
I am,
Hi.
and with glad tidings for once. Hugo Kupka is no more.
Well, I'll be. All of our comrades who lost their lives back at Sid's place be smiling down at you right now.
We had a stolus from Lubor saying Drake's fang had fallen. I expect that was your doing as well, was it?
It's a long story.
One for the history books, I'll bet.
Welcome home, Clive.
It's good to be back. You look better.
I feel it. Which means I'm coming on your next little adventure.
Yay.
You're not leaving me behind again.
Wouldn't dream of it. Otto, any word on the Royalist movement since I've been away?
Shouldn't you be putting your feet up? If you really want to know, go and have a word with Vivian.
Thank you. I will.
We do a lot of talking to Vivian. I still like her coat.
The conquering hero returns.
Every video of this game will include me saying how much I like her coat.
I may have picked up one or two.
Well, the fact that you came straight to me instead of visiting our resident physiker suggests that you picked up something more important. A scent. The scent of Waludas.
The very same. But whatever plans Kupka was hatching with the Royalists, he took them to his grave, as did his men, slaughtered by the orcs who'd taken over the Fang. Orcs, Vivian. I've never seen such creatures in Storm before. The Waludas must have ferried them over from Ash, but why? Why work to rescue Kupka only to invade his home, the mother crystal of an allied nation, and let both fall? It makes no sense.
Do you know the tale of the blind men and the Adamantus? One can often be led astray by focusing too closely on individual details. One must instead see the bigger picture. And what bigger picture is there than my map?
Oh, it's the biggest picture. The map.
The kingdom of Waloed claims dominion over all of Ash. It is a nation forged by the bloody conquest of Barnabas Tharm, the dominant of Odin. The Canvarian War of Independence in 849. The Battle of the Twin Realms in 865. The Battle of Belinus Tor in 873. Wheresoever his armies fought, Odin was found where the fighting was fiercest. But of late, the warrior king appears to have laid his sword to rest. Battle rages for control of the crystalline dominion. Yet Tharm sends not a single ship in support of his Dhalmekian allies. Meanwhile, the Blight ravages great swathes of Ash. Yet warlike Waloed shows not the faintest interest in laying claim to untouched lands. So why go to the trouble of sending an army of orcs into the heart of Drake's Fang? only to make no attempt to claim the Mother Crystal for Waloed. It can hardly be for lack of men. Tharm's armies rival any in the Twins. No. We have not seen the last of the Waloed standard. Odin will ride again. It is but a question of when. And on that day, who will be trampled underfoot?
So what are we saying then?
In summary, I know not to what end the Royalists betrayed Kupka. I know only that it is part of some broader scheme. A scheme tied to the ambitions of one man.
King Barnabas.
But there is no need to wallow in confusion. If one is to cure a sickness, one must first identify the symptoms. And your Lord Uncle has volunteered to do just that by keeping an eye on the Royalists' movements.
He's really throwing himself into this.
Ah, Uncle's a
Indeed
legend.
he
Love that
is.
guy.
Which means all that remains for us to do is await his reports. Well, not quite all in your case. The people of the Hideaway must hear the news. Justice has been done.
Are you gonna make me
Hugo
run around and
Kupka
talk to people?
is dead. The wounds he left that night are still raw, especially for those who lived with Sid the longest. Tell them that those wounds might finally begin to heal. Consider it the price of today's instruction.
I've never known you to be sentimental.
What can I say? I am only human. And we are, all of us, sentimental animals at heart.
I suppose we are. Very well. I'll go and spread the word.
How many people am I going to have to talk to then? It'll be the blacksmith, it'll be Karen, yeah, Blackthorn and yeah, okay, literally just the usual gang. Go speak to the usual gang. I'm stuck on a banister. Oh. Start with Hippocrates.
Ah, Clive. Have you come seeking the gift of knowledge?
No. To share mine, actually. Hugo Kupka is dead.
Oh my. Can it really be true?
Look, he's crying.
Yeah.
He is. Big baby.
And with good reason, children. These are tears of joy. We must offer up a prayer to your parents that the heavens might weep with us. There shall be no lessons today, only thanksgiving and merrymaking. Go, put away your things.
All right. Brilliant.
No classes. Awesome.
Finally, a new dawn has broken.
It has.
Thank you, Clive. I cannot wait to share the good news.
Hippocrates. After Kupka fell, Ultima came to me. I need to know what he is. Have you learned anything?
Alas, no. And not for want of trying. I have scoured nigh every historical tome in our collection and found nothing. Not even the sort of conspicuous absence that might suggest a concealment of fact. One is almost tempted to conclude that such a creature never existed.
But I saw him with my
It's
own
in the
eyes.
void.
I don't doubt that you did. Alas, it seems you are the only one who has.
Apart from that other dude.
To others,
I've forgotten his name.
he reveals naught. We see only that which he leaves in his wake, like some terrible force of nature beyond the ken of mortal man.
A bringer of death.
Whether the Ultima you met with was the being itself, or merely another projection of its power, I know not. But until I do, my investigations shall continue.
Thank you. It means a lot.
Sounds so emotional. Thank you. It means a lot. Torgal! Hey, buddy boy. Hello, buddy. Wait, I can't pet him. Why can't I pet Torgal?
Well, someone looks pleased with himself. It's true what I'm hearing then.
Nothing escapes you, Lady Karen. It's true. Kupka is dead.
No more looking over our shoulders then. Good. I'm starting to get a crick in my neck. Don't let it go to your head though.
That was nice and quick.
Blackthorn, do you have a moment?
What is it? I'm busy.
I wanted to tell you that Hugo Kupka is dead.
I can't tell you how long I've been waiting to hear those words.
What, 5 years?
This is it then. A new beginning under a new Sid.
I'll try to live up to the name. Right. Let's see if Otto has anything else for me.
I'm telling you, it's true. I heard it from Otto's own lips. Hugo Kupka is dead.
Dead. Hugo Kupka is dead.
You barely sat down since you came home. Vivian got you running errands or something?
Just spreading the word.
So, the Professor's got a soft side, has she? I'd never have guessed.
No. She was right, though. Everyone was glad to hear the news.
Ah, but you ain't told everyone. I can think of plenty of friends back at the old hideaway who'd sleep more peacefully for knowing. Not least of all Sid. You should tell him.
You're right. I should. And I will.
Well, when you do, be sure to take Mid with you. She's been going at it hammer and tongs down at that workshop of hers, trying to do her father proud. I can't remember the last time she visited the old sod's grave.
Very well. I'll suggest it.
How do I get to Mid? She's back here, right? Because if you're not called Sid, you can be the daughter called Mid. Nice.
If I don't come up with something soon. All right, Clive? What do you want?
I'm going to visit Sid, and I thought you might like to come with me.
Sorry, I'm too busy for all that right now. I've got to get this thermal displacement stack sorted.
Thermal...
Displacement stack. Here.
And this is for...
Only the fastest, finest ship the world has ever seen. The Enterprise. Me and my dad designed it together. Where other vessels rely on the fickle winds to drive them through the water, ours is fitted with mithril engines. And those things have got more push than a behemoth in a bad mood, and more heat than all the hells put together. Which is where the stack comes in.
It's always called the
I
Enterprise,
may have already
right?
talked some
Pretty sure
tight-lipped
it is.
shipwrights into putting the hull together for me in a little dockyard in Canva. But the stack's a bit more involved, so I'm building it here. Thing is, it's so involved that I'm running behind and it's starting to hold things up over at the shipyard. I'll come and see my dad, though, when I'm done. Whenever that is.
Is there anything I can do to help?
Good old Clive. I was hoping you'd say that. First
How
things
wrong
first,
did you say
I need
that?
some parts making.
Because
Stack will be made up of 3 major components. There's the plating, here, that channels hot vapours away from the engine. The helm over the top, that disperses all that heat into the air. And the shielding around the sides, that stops the rest of the ship from going up in flames.
A full suit of armor, then. Probably best to take it one piece at a time.
Then you'll need to start with the plating. Everything else fits onto it. I've got the designs and the list of materials here. Show these to Blackthorn. He'll know what to do.
Basically, the British accent
I get no tell of them.
is the
Luckily,
perfect
you don't
accent
need
for the
to.
fantasy setting. You see? Because you got the low love. And then you've got like the northern one like her. And then you got, you know, posh, hello, high class, kingly. And all that. So it's a really good accent for well, it's a really good what is it, localization? Country, broad spectrum of accents that are very good for fantasy. So they need to sound so British. Who are we talking to now? Blackthorn. Okay.
Blackthorn, can I ask a favor?
Out with it.
Yeah, with it.
It's for Mid.
This my last chance to say I'm otherwise engaged. Spare myself the arseache. Go on then. What is it this time?
She said you would know. Here.
I love it how everyone just gives Blackthorn stuff. Like, yeah, you'll know what this is.
Krieger's Teats. Well, I don't know what the hell you'd want this for, but I can make it. Won't be easy though. And I'll need help. Get Gavin-Otto in here, will you?
All right.
Oh, good. Don't have to go talk to them. Good. That would have been annoying.
So Mid's roped us all in here again, has she? Typical. Still, if that's what it takes to get her to visit Sid's grave, I'll do what I can.
And, what is it we need to do, exactly?
I love
Take
Gab.
a look at this. It's this plating. The usual saw grade steel won't work. We need something that can get very hot, very fast, and still keep its shape. That means an alloy. Something that won't break or buckle at the temperatures she's talking about. Which is where you lot come in. I need materials, and I've got my work cut out already. You'll have to fetch them. Now, there's a special kind of sand I'm after that you can only find out in the Velcroy. Stardust, they call it. As for the rest of the stuff, my usual supply should have it in stock. It just needs buying and bringing back here.
Well, we'll get it done quicker if we split up. One of us should probably give you an hand collecting the sand.
And the other can go and get the rest from this supplier.
Right then.
Well, make your minds up who's going where, we can get this over with.
I bet I'm going and getting the Stardust. I bet I'm doing Stardust. Oh, wait, what? Speak with Blackthorn? Wait, what? Am I gathering the necessary materials, or am I speaking with Blackthorn? What?
You going after the stud? Which one of these
Oh,
two
didn't
lucky
mean to do that.
souls is going with you?
Ooh, I get to choose? I'm taking Gab.
Gav, you're with me.
All right then. So, where do we find this Stardust stuff?
There's a river that runs through the southern reaches of the Velcroy. It's the black sand that washes up on its banks that you're after.
Southern reaches of the Velcroy, eh? That's down past Dalamil. I'll go and scout the place out. See about hiring us a wagon to bring the stuff back to.
All right. I'll meet you by the river.
While you're off having a paddle, I'll pick up the rest of this stuff from Blackthorn's supplier. Take care.
You two, eh? Don't go letting them fleece ya.
Fleece me? I'd like to see him try.
Yeah.
In your own time.
Cool. Where are we going? Come on, Gav. We got stuff to do. It wasn't much of a choice. Who do you want to take with you, Otto or Gav? Of course I'm going to choose Gav. What world would I choose Otto? Gav's the goat. They call him Goated Gav. Simply because he is the goat.
Looks like I found the river. Now where's Gav?
Duck the ball. Oh wait, it's literally right here. Okay.
You deserve a rest. Sorry to keep you, Gav.
Better late than never. I've had a quick scout about, and I reckon round here's our best bet if we want to grab as much of this Stardust stuff as we can. Don't know what Blackthorn's planning to do with it, though. I asked over in Dalamil, and they seem to think it was worthless. But if Stardust is what Blackthorn wants, Stardust is what he'll get. There's plenty of this stuff lying about, just begging to be bagged.
Then let's get bagging, shall we?
We shall. Race ya.
Gather Stardust. Ah, the joys of gathering Stardust on a Monday. Those days where in my youth where I would just sit around gathering Stardust.
Stardust. It just looks like black sand to me.
Down by the riverbed. Gathering the Stardust. What the? Do. More for more? Any more for any more? Maybe up there? I don't think it's up there. Aha! Here it is. Found it. Oh, can't. Okay.
That should be enough for now. Let's see how Gav's getting on.
I bet I beat Gav at Gathering Stardust. Or Gav's going to be in a fight with somebody. No?
You finished? How much did you get?
Enough. I hope.
You win.
Of course I do, Gav.
That might even be enough for old Blackthorn. Hey, before we go, do you mind if we have a chat?
Oh shit. Is this it, Gav? Is this the moment?
Feels like ages since we had the chance to talk. You know, man to man like.
Man to man like.
Doesn't it?
Back when you first took Sid's name, we were talking all the time. Working out what to do in that.
There was a lot to work out.
And there still is. Those shoulders of yours starting to feel the strain. Hardly ever see you around the hideaway nowadays. Always on some errand or other. You can take a day off, you know.
Says the man who spends most of his time behind enemy lines.
Only 'cause you keep sending me there.
I know
True.
I can count on you, Gav.
Likewise.
Wow, good bros.
So you keep sending me wherever you need to, and I'll keep going. Safe in the knowledge that I have a home to come back to. Thanks to you.
Yeah, bros. Bro talk. Yeah.
Right. That's enough soppy shite for one day.
Yeah.
We'd better get this lot back to Blackthorn before he slings his hammer at someone.
You go on ahead. And try to get some rest once you're there.
Oh, I plan to. Believe you me. After Blackthorn gets what he needs, of course.
Right. Ready to go home, boy?
What? Torgal. The real main character. Can I just fast travel that? Nice, nice. Saving time, saving time.
Blackthorn. Got everything you need?
Yeah. Yeah, I do. Cheers for the Stardust. Should be enough to be getting on with.
We should go out on maneuvers together more often.
Yeah.
Don't be sneaking around on your Todd all the time.
I'll make a start on putting this thermal plating together then. It'll take some time, mind. So if you've got other things to be getting on with, I could do without you breathing down my neck.
Thank you, Blackthorn. I'll let Mid know construction's underway.
Suppose we'd better be getting back to work too.
Give us a shout if you need anything.
What, Governor? No, I will. Ding, 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 ding. Who are we going to? Oh, we're going back to Mid. Okay. Oh wait, I can do fast travel. Yes! Maximizing my
Come
time.
up with something soon.
You'll be pleased to hear that Blackthorn started work on the plating.
Excellent. 1 down, 2 to go.
So, what's next?
The helm, of course. For this, we'll be repurposing fallen scrap.
Salvage from the ruins? I thought that material was all but impossible to work.
Ah, but we don't have to.
I'm sorry.
Just so happens there's one particular ruin that's broken into exactly the right shape and size pieces for what we need.
Oh, how convenient.
What's the name back there? I'll give you all the details.
What's her name?
Hmm.
Right.
Same, to be fair.
Oh, Sid, is this about the helm?
Yes. Mid said I should speak with you.
I'll show you the plans then. Here you see the Mithril engine, in which Mithril is burned to generate heat. That heat is then harnessed to produce motive force. Excess heat is dealt with by means of the thermal displacement stack, which disperses it into the surrounding air. Now, were we to rely on thermal plating alone to achieve this effect, the rate of excess heat buildup would far exceed the displacement coefficient of the plating. In other words,
Is it just me or does she talk funny? Like, her word separation is a bit weird.
the reactor would overheat and eventually explode. This is where the helm comes in. It connects to the plating, you see, and serves as a sort of thermal sink to absorb all that excess energy. Our experiments have shown that fallen ceramics are remarkably thermophilic. They can withstand and absorb levels of heat far above anything we are able to make today. And not only that, they're also waterproof and immune to rust, making them the perfect material for our protective hood. Why? If sea or rainwater were to enter the reactor proper, it would vaporize instantly. The forces produced would tear the ship from stern to...
You can stop there.
Wow.
I
What a
understand.
doomer.
Mid said we might be able to use parts of a fallen ruin. Where would I find it?
Ah, yes. It's in Lorbert's Pass, near Lostwing. The thing is, well, I probably should have arranged to have the pieces we need brought here sooner. You see, a certain unwanted visitor has taken up residence there. It's no longer a matter of just walking in and taking them. It's, going to be considerably more dangerous than that.
It's just what I do.
see. Then I suppose I'd better deal with this unwanted visitor for you. Would that help?
Oh, very much. Thank you, Sid. I'll gather my team and head there right away. We'll meet you outside the ruins.
Buddy. Laubert's Pass. Wait, hold up. How do I local map? There's also a thing here, which I think I need to do these for like different bits and bobs. So maybe I check that little side quest out first, because I think those usually give stuff. Oh, I hate working my way out of this place.
Good day to you.
Ah, there's an icon though. It's all good. I can follow icon.
The crystals we get from the tail are all but worthless.
They're all but worthless. Hello, buddy.
Ah, Clive. Your timing is exquisite, as always. I have a concern which you may be able to assist me with.
Go on.
There are whisperings afoot of shadowy figures having been sighted outside the village. Rustlings in the undergrowth, suspicious noises. My people fear that they are being watched. It may be no more than a surfeit of nerves, understandable in the current climate, or it may be the prelude to something altogether more dangerous. Given what I hope you'll forgive me calling your nose for trouble, I wondered if you might investigate.
Of course.
Of course.
Excellent. You might begin by speaking with the good citizens of Lostwing. Listen to their tales, and make what you will of them.
All right. I will.
Let's go talk to some people.
Let's see what the people of the village have to say. I'd better find out if this is just nerves, or something we need to take more seriously.
Ooh, it's probably something you need to take more seriously. Usually is.
You alright, Sid? Something on your mind?
There is actually. Can I ask you something? Quentin tells me people have mentioned shadowy figures out in the woods. Have you noticed anything unusual?
Oh, that. No, sorry, can't help you. I heard the rumours, mind, from the lads working over at the vineyard, but none of them has seen anything either.
All right. Thanks anyway.
Not very much. Next.
You're quite talented with that rod of yours.
There.
Caught my share with it, as did my grandfather before me.
There. Can't go around saying stuff like that.
Do you have a moment? There's talk of suspicious figures in the woods. Have you seen anything out of the ordinary?
No, but I've heard something. Sound of scraping metal, like someone sharpening a sword.
Where was this?
In Lorbert's Pass. Was out foraging for herbs when I heard it, screeching out from between the trees.
That'd be
Ran back
very...
here as quick as my legs would carry me, and I ain't been back since.
I see. I'll look
What?
into it. Thank you.
Like someone sharpening a sword, you found that terrifying. Really?
Seems Lorbert's Pass is our best bet then. What do you say, Torgal?
Fair enough.
Shall we go and investigate?
I think the sound of sharpening a sword is all that of a scary noise.
Good girl.
Ambrosia!
Ambrosia.
Ambrosia! Oop. Oop.
You there.
Fuck! He's seen us. Get them before they escape!
Black Shields. Here.
And why not?
What the hell are you doing here?
What is it to you? Not that we give a damn.
All that matters to us is that you don't leave here alive.
Need to remember what all my abilities do again. That's a new one. Everybody in. Oh wait, I didn't get that. There you go, in you go. Can I hit that guy down there? No. More on you then. Why is there a health bar over there? What is that all about? Can I even get at this guy? It looks like he's miles away. What is this all about? Oh, Torgal's just got a dude down here, stuck in a corner. That's pretty funny. Let's just overkill him.
Why were they here? Are they planning an attack on Lostwing? I need...
Clive, how goes the hunt for our sinister figures?
I found some black shields hiding near Lorbert's Pass. They're gone now.
Black shields. The Empress's former bloodhounds, though they serve another master now. One who means to root out and destroy both me and those I care for. And it would appear the pack has finally caught the scent of its prey. Damn it all. I had hoped I would have more time than this. More time to prepare. But if we are cornered, we have no choice but to bite back. And bite back we shall.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. You're going to need to explain. Who did the Black Shield serve now? And why would that person want you dead?
Because I want him dead.
Who?
The former Lord Chief Justice of Sanbreque. All that I have built here is for him.
I don't understand. Why him? Why Lostwing?
I suppose it is better that you know the truth. I was a member of the judiciary once. So sickened was I by the injustice of this world, I swore to fight it. And fight it I did in my own small way. I saw more than a few corrupt officials condemned to the very cells into which they had thrown blameless innocents. Men to whom the law was but a scourge to turn against the powerless. And throughout, it was the Lord Chief Justice who backed me, who was my one true ally in the quest to see justice done.
So what changed?
I discovered that he hunted bearers for sport. I was a fool to think he shared my hatred of venality and vice. His support for me was no more than a facade, a means of ridding himself of his rivals, a mask to hide the rot beneath. I filed suit against him immediately. His response, however, was rather more visceral. He had my entire family slaughtered, and he faced no punishment whatsoever. I lost everything. My loved ones, my livelihood, my position, the faith I had once held that any modicum of justice might be achieved through the courts. So I set about enacting my own. I tracked down every soul who served him and slit their throats myself. But the man himself proved an altogether more difficult target. With money and power come protection. And so I saw that I would need an army of my own.
So you got an army of bearers?
I came here to Lostwing and began recruiting like-minded individuals.
And everyone here knows this is why you do what you do.
Of course. They too have lost loved ones to the bearer hunts. Seen faultless friends sent to the gallows to spare the guilty. All under the watchful eye of the Lord Chief Justice. Our wounds are the same. And our cause is the same. We are comrades. And our revenge is already in motion. We know where he hides, how numerous and well-trained his guard. What we did not know until now, however, was that his plans may already be in motion too.
Quentin.
Our time is short. He may move against us at any moment, unless we move against him first. My friends and comrades, it begins. Make ready for war.
Damn. War is coming. War is hell.
I'm not going to change his mind.
Nope. Nope, you're not. Go this way. Was it down or up? It was up, right?
If you're ready, we leave at once.
It was up.
No use calling Ambrosia now.
Where can I call Ambrosia?
Let's go.
Faster!
Flying. 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 Right, what am I looking for here? Alright, carriage. Right then. Oh. Fine, we'll just do this. Probably kill him in one hit. There we go. Job's a good one.
Oh, there you are, Sid. Thanks so much for coming.
No problem.
The, ruins are just over there, as is the creature I told you about, I'd imagine. Would you mind?
Of course. I'll be right back.
I'll be right back. We've definitely reached the errand running bit of the story now, haven't we?
Anybody
check. Oh, an Arab.
This must be our unwanted visitor. Time to go.
Nice try.
Ow.
Too slow.
Now we're doing a butt ton of damage. Put him in a thing.
Nice try.
Ow. Ow. Jesus. That'll do it. Cool.
The things I do for you, Mid.
Sid! Oh, thank goodness you're safe.
You shouldn't have any trouble now.
Indeed. Well, don't let us keep you. We'll, see that everything is transported safely back to the hideaway.
All right. I'll let Mid know you're on your way.
We'll open that chest first, though. Hopefully I have time. What's this? Increase strength on a duration by 10 seconds. Eh. So I think just to the left there should be a, wait, hold up. Where would it be? Where would it be? Where would it be? Where would it be? Crap. I've got to find it before the timer runs out. Maybe like here? Shit, where is it? Where is it? Ah, nah, mate. There's a chest here somewhere. I saw it in that when we first entered that cutscene. Where though? It was on the left. Already used up half the time. There it is. Found it. There we go. Now we can travel to Mid. I like that drawing.
Soon.
Mid. Helena has recovered the material for the helm. She'll be along shortly.
Excellent. Another job well done.
And just one remaining.
Right. Right, the shielding. This one's a bit of a bugger.
How so?
The plating's enough to stop the engines going pop, but those things will still be spitting out enough fire to set the rest of the ship ablaze. Which is why you need proper shielding. A prism for the dragon's breath that's blazing away inside. I thought a triple thick layer of tempered steel might do it. Or more of the stuff that the Fallen use, but they'd both be too heavy. The helm and the plating are bulky enough as it is. Add any more weight and the whole ship would be at the bottom of the briny before we'd even started. I need something light. But I've wrapped my brains and I just can't think what would do it.
Well, if I were in need of obscure knowledge, I know whose counsel I would seek. Harpocrates.
Tomes? Yeah, well, I'd thought of that, obviously. I've got all the details written down here. Can you take this to him? See what he makes of it?
I can't.
Right away.
Why can't you just go talk to him? Why have I got to do it? Like, come on. Aren't I a little bit busy for this? Running like a rebellion and all that? Sometimes I think you're a little bit too nice, Clive. I think Clive is averse to telling people no or telling people to go do it themselves. He needs to, like, you know, it's a very important part of leadership is being able to delegate, you know, and being able to tell people, you go do this, you go do that. I feel like a good manager kind of like, you know, guides people in the direction to being able to help themselves as opposed to doing it all for them, you know? Clive's not a good manager.
Hippocrates, do you have a moment?
For you, Clive, always.
Well, actually, it's for mid this time. Could you take a look at this?
Shielding for a mithril engine. Whatever will that girl think of next? And what are these notes around the edges?
She has some specific requirements for the materials. The shielding needs to be able to resist extreme heat on the inside, and yet remain cool enough on the outside not to set the ship alight, while also being light enough not to sink it. As you can imagine, she's struggling to find anything that meets her needs.
I see.
I wondered if you might know of a solution, or if you might be able to search the records for one.
Perhaps it is not a different material she requires, but a different approach.
What do you mean?
Consider the lake we have made our home. Its blighted waters eat away far more quickly than fresh water or even brine, at timber and steel alike. And yet, we have made a home here from those very materials nonetheless.
We have. But Bardolph must varnish every board twice over to keep it from rotting. And Obelus complains that without a constant supply of...
pitch.
I see.
Early Gregorian histories speak of a preparation known as moon dew. It is said to be able to resist even the most ferocious flames. Before the dragoons tamed the worms and wyverns of the realm, nobles would daub their castle walls with it in order to guard against dragonfire.
So if we could recreate it...
It might be applied to some material or other in order to provide the protection Mid requires. As to how best to apply it and to what material, perhaps Bardolph and Obelus might be of assistance. I shall speak to them and see what wisdom they might have to offer. If you would be so kind as to procure the necessary ingredients, I shall discuss the specifics of how it might be most effectively put to use with our two friends. The knowledge of the past may yet prove useful to we of the modern era.
Thank you, Hippocrates. And since you're asking others to help you, perhaps I should too.
Gav or Otto again? Because you know I'm going to take Gav. It's always Gav. Oh no, it's going to be one of these two. Okay. Oh, this is going to be a tough choice.
So you need a hand, do you?
We do. I'll be heading to market for the ingredients we need. I could do with some help. And some company too.
The other can assist me in researching how best to prepare the shielding.
Oh, this is going to be a tough choice. Oh no. Who do I take with me?
Well, if Jill's game.
Thank you.
I am sure either of these fine young minds would prove indispensable in my research. I leave the decision as to who will go with whom in your capable hands, Clive.
Man, what the fuck? Oh, who do I take with me?
Shielding that guards against even the most ferocious flames. I could have done with some of that on Drustinus.
I doubt I would have survived that place with or without it. A trip to Northreach,
Bolsko.
though, I think either of us could handle.
Oh, I don't know who to take. Jill is Jill, but I actually forget her name, to be honest with you, but she's cool. I like her. She has red hair, and red hair's cool.
Decision. Who will accompany you on your little excursion?
But Jill is Jill. Taria, that's it. Tarja. But Jill is Jill, and he needs to fucking get over his social awkwardness and fucking give her a kiss already. Oh! I'm gonna take Tarja.
All right. So.
Well, I mean,
what are
Jill
we
is the
thinking?
obvious romance interest,
Taking
right?
the liberty of preparing a list. Here.
But Tarja's Tarja, and Tarja's cool.
Conch shells.
She's
Are
got
you
the
sure
cool
this is the
accent,
right list? Looks
red
like
hair.
ingredients for someone's supper.
Though these items may seem mundane, they have potent effects that are rarely exploited, effects for which they were once highly prized. So much so, in fact, that they were harvested almost to extinction, hence moon dews having fallen from favor. Now, of course, they can be obtained with ease. You should be able to find everything you need at the market in Northreach.
Well, isn't that convenient? I was hoping to be able to make a trip over that way sometime soon. Need to speak to an old acquaintance. I'll meet you there.
I'll meet you there.
Stay safe.
Is Jill gonna throw me shade now because I didn't
See you
go?
later, Clive.
Good luck with your research.
Mate, they need that. Jill and him need to fucking kiss. He needs to stop being so fucking awkward. But you know, every now and again, I feel like Clive needs to take other people on his travels with him. Kind of important.
Now, where's Tarja?
There she is.
Keep them pilgers nice and chilled.
Need to stock up on
I won't
these.
have use.
There you are, Tarja.
Ah, and there you are. We shouldn't have any problems finding what we need in a place like this. But if time is of the essence, perhaps we should split up. Take a few items each.
All right. What should I look for?
Let's see now. Why don't you take the garlic and the pepio nuts? Meet me by the gate when you've got them.
We're definitely in the like just running errands phase of the main quest. Just kind of like, oof.
What do you want?
We're in the end of a Realm Reborn section.
If that's what you want. How the hell is anyone supposed to...
Hopefully it's not as long as the end of a Realm Reborn, because oh boy.
Any
Oh
friend of the
boy.
innkeeper is a friend of mine.
That should do it. Hopefully Tarja's finished too.
Anyway, how are you, Bolska? Are you doing well? Are you keeping good?
Well, did you find everything?
I did. Here.
Still sickish, but recovering. Yeah.
Garlic and
Are you
pepio
back?
nuts.
Are you,
Job done. We should get this back to Tomes then. He'll be waiting.
I mean, you got to focus on getting better first.
But we're not in too much of a rush, are we?
I feel like maybe I should have took Jill for the story, because you know Jill's Jill, and that is the obvious romantic interest. But you know,
Do you know, I think this is the very first time we've been out on an errand together.
it is.
I think you might be right.
In all the years since you and that scowl of yours first appeared, you haven't invited me out once. For shame.
Well, it seemed long overdue. And you did say you had some shopping to do.
I was hoping to restock my supplies of herbs and liniment, yes. You and Jill alone burned through them like wildfire. No luck, though. My usual supplier's not here, and I refuse to pay the prices these gougers charge.
I'll ask Karen when we get back. What is it?
Oh, just
What you about,
memories.
guys? Listen,
I came here with Sid once, shopping for supplies.
out of all
just
of these
like today.
people, I choose
And
Gav.
just like today, I came away empty-handed. Sid even said he'd speak to Karen for me when we got back. Has it really been 5 years? I remember it as if it was yesterday. Hold on. Does that mean it's been 5 years since we met? Feels a lot longer.
It does. In a good way, of course. Thank you, Tarja,
For what?
for everything. I just want you to know that all you've done for us, all you still do, it's appreciated.
Do you think I'd stick around if I thought it wasn't? But in the spirit of sharing and caring, you're appreciated too, by all of us.
Well, thanks so much, Talia.
Well, I think we've tarried long enough. I ought to get these ingredients back to Tomes so he can make up this concoction of his. I'll meet you back at the hideaway, all right?
All right. And thanks again.
I heard you the first time.
I think next time I have a choice between those two, I'm going to take Jill, just because I feel like that's the way the story wants me to go. Can I not just fast travel to the Hippocrates? I can. Thank God for that.
How's work on the shielding progressing, Hippocrates?
Well, very well indeed. And thanks in no small part to your kind assistance. I was just explaining to Tarja how we might best go about preparing the Moondew. And now that we have all the ingredients, we may begin.
You can count on me. I've mixed more than a few mysterious concoctions in my time.
I'm sure you have. What about the shielding itself?
Work is underway, under the watchful eyes of Bardolph and Obolus.
Apparently, it'll be ready soon.
Thank you. All of you.
Right then. Jill, would you join me in the infirmary? Many hands make light work and all that.
Of course.
No, don't do it.
Oh, and Clive. It was good to talk. We should do it again sometime.
It appears our work here is almost at an end. A shame. I was enjoying playing the man of action for once. When both the shielding and the Moondew are ready, it will merely be a matter of applying the one to the other, followed by a rigorous process of testing and retesting, of course. Perhaps someone ought to warn young Mid of that.
Leave it to me. Thank you, Hippocrates.
Cool.
Well, I'd better go and give Mid the good news then.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah.
Sorry to keep you waiting, Mid. But you'll be pleased to know that work on the shielding is underway.
You found something for it?
In a manner of speaking, Hippocrates knew of a substance that's highly resistant to heat. A coating that should provide the protection you need. He's supervising the construction and testing of the shielding as we speak.
Brilliant.
Wait, I thought she was
I
supposed
knew
to be
you
doing the
wouldn't let
testing.
me down.
Don't thank me. I'm just the errand boy.
Right then, better start working out how to bolt all these bits together. To the Black Hammer.
You know, when I got into the smithing game, I thought I'd be making swords and shields, not thermal bleeding didgeridoo-dahs.
Displacement stacks.
Same difference. Whatever you call it, I ain't putting it together in here. It's cramped enough as it is. Let's take this outside. Mid, you get all the parts lined up on the deck. I'll take care of the rest.
On my way.
Oh, and bring me the biggest hammer you can find. This is gonna require some precision walloping.
What? Are we now going to have a shit? we've got a lump of something. Looks like a bit of a bodge job to me.
It's finished! It's finally finished!
Thank fuck for that. I'll be feeling my hammer arm for weeks.
Thank you, Clive, Blackthorn, everyone. That's one down and just 3 more to go.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Oh, didn't I tell you? The Enterprise has 4 mithril engines and we'll be needing a displacement stack for each.
You don't mean...
Don't worry. Now they've got a finished one to work off. My gang in Canva can build the rest.
Good luck to them, I say. Right, I'm off to get a sling for this elbow. Any other work comes in, keep it to yourselves, eh?
What's the matter?
Nothing. Just daydreaming.
This was her and Sid's big thing, wasn't it?
Thinking about the Enterprise sailing off over the horizon to shores unknown. Searching for a land untouched by the Blight. Just like me and my dad planned. So if the worst came to the worst and every scrap of soil in the Twins turned black, we might still have a chance. That's what she was meant to be. You see, one last chance just in case we needed it. But now she's so close to being finished, I've realized I don't want it to be that. I don't want it to be just a lifeboat for us to cling to if things get desperate. I want people to sail aboard her by choice, not from the lack of it. In a world where we're not just trying to survive, but where we can actually live.
I'm working on that. And I'll do everything I can to get you what you want.
Don't you always? All right. My mind's made up. As soon as the Enterprise is fit to sail, I'm putting her under your command. Sod our plans, I'm trusting in yours.
Are you sure about this?
Something tells me it's what my dad would have wanted.
He'd be proud of you.
You were gonna visit his grave, weren't you?
I was. And you can come too now that your little project is finished.
Right. There's just one thing I need to finish up first. Won't be a mo.
All right. I'll let Otto know you're coming. Meet us in the mess when you're ready.
Aye, aye, Captain.
Mid told me she was building a ship.
Awful lot of talking going on at the minute, isn't there?
All right, Clive. Asterix. Mid finished sending half the hideaway traipsing across the Twins, has she? I swear, that girl'd do anything to put off visiting her old dad's grave.
All
No
right,
excuses
Otto.
now, though, eh?
Not quite. She said there was one final thing she had to take care of. I'm sure she'll be finished soon enough.
She said that? In those words?
She did, yes.
Clive? Were you born yesterday or something? There is no thing. She'll probably be halfway to Canva by now.
Mid. I might still be able to catch her.
Make for the foredeck.
Is that the thing Tomes helped with?
Obolus, have you seen Mid?
Yep. In a boat, going that way.
Then I'm too late.
You in a hurry and all, are ya? Oh, I offered to take her across, but she wouldn't wait. Just paid for a dinghy and rowed off. Oars going like the clappers. Got some life in her, ain't she? But anyway, I was on my way up to see you, as it happens. Got a letter for you. Urgent, by the sound of it. One of your uncle's men said I was to hand it to you in person, post-bleeding haste. And you're here now.
Thank you, Obolus.
Don't mention it.
What tidings, Uncle?
My dear boy, my journey to Canva has been a resounding success. The friend I mentioned not only agreed to share the contents of his strongbox with us, but his considerable knowledge of the goings-on in the Free Cities, by which I learnt of the endeavours of a certain young friend of yours. Though I for one believe Miss Telemon's project to be quite the valiant enterprise, I doubt the Canavarian authorities will take kindly to the unauthorized use of their dockyards, no matter how deserted. And if rumour has already reached my friend, it may not be long before the guildmasters are rapping at our door. Which is why I pen you this note. I would like to borrow your man Gab for a moon or two, that he might keep watch on those who might mean our little fellowship ill, and warn us of any impending attack. I trust that you will give this proposal your full consideration. Your loving uncle. Oh.
Trouble in Canva.
You want me to send you Gab?
I'll need someone to keep an eye on Mid.
But Gav's my bro. He's my broski.
So what? Mid
I don't
got
want
us
to be
do
without
all the dirty
Gav.
work and then just sailed off into the sunset.
It, seems that way.
Well, nothing we can do about it now. But next time you plan on visiting Sid, you might want to tie her to something before you suggest it.
Ah, don't be so hard on her. Gotta admit, the dirty work was kind of fun. Everyone pitching in, all that bollocks. Just like when we built this place.
You're right.
Anyway, we all set to head to the old hideaway. I could do with getting to Canva pretty sharpish. Wouldn't do to keep Lord Rosfield of the Seven High Houses waiting now, would it? Not after he asked for me personally.
Gav will be leaving with me. Will you mind the place while we're gone?
You can count on me. Just be sure to give Sid and the others my regards. All right.
Oh, by the way, Jill will be joining us too. She's
Hooray.
got some things to take care of, but she'll meet us there.
I hope she's telling the truth at least.
But don't be suspicious of Jill. Jill literally worships the ground you walk on, Clive. Fuck me. Clive can... Why is he being such a knob? Wait, where's Jill? I take it that means she's already been.
Well, Sid, I remember what you told me. That if no one is listening to what you have to say, you may as well not say it. But I will say this, old friend. Hugo Kuka is gone. His shadow looms over us no longer.
It's a pity the Phoenix can't be in two places at once. If he'd have been with us, maybe he could have done something for the lost.
Not even the Phoenix can bring people back from the dead. Life has a beginning and an end. So we must live while we have the chance. And not as slaves to the crystals, but as free men.
May we join you?
Ah, there she is. With Karen, too.
Lady Karen, what a pleasant surprise.
I thought I'd drop by and see how you were all doing before heading off to restock my supplies. It wasn't the most scenic view back then, but it were never as bad as this.
I know. The Blight marches on. And soon, there will be no escaping sights like these. So our mission remains unchanged. We cannot stop until every Mother Crystal is gone, and their thirst for ether with them. The only one that remains in Storm is Drake's Tail in the Crystalline Dominion.
Our next target.
We're going to Twinside.
It's the capital of the Empire these days. I wouldn't like to think how tightly guarded they've got the place. Not that that'll stop you, but we do well to scout it out before you go charging in.
We would indeed.
If you're off to the Dominion, you can take this great lump with you.
Goods.
Oh, I am sorry. Have you forgotten you're the most wanted man in the Twins? I thought you might like to disguise yourselves as the attendants of a travelling trader, assuming you've no better ideas. You wanted to buy yourself some tools, didn't you? Well, now's your chance. You're letting me go with them? Oh, thanks, Nan. Stop that! You'll break me bones, you great galoot.
Oh god.
There's a caravan that runs back and forth between the Dominion and the Bocklad markets.
Is he
It's
all right?
managed by the Merchants Guild. Just show them Goots' traders pass and you'll be on your way. It'll be a damn sight less risky than footing it the length of the Crystal Road. That's for sure.
Thank you, Karen. And glad to have you with us, Goots.
Okay then. I'll get me things and I'll meet yous there. See yous down in Bocklad.
Get off! Me poor fingers!
Jill, you're with me.
Understood.
And Gav,
Already on my way, Captain.
be careful.
Aren't I always?
Oh, if he'd done this, I'd have been like, oh my god. Oh my god. I know who it is. It's crazy.
Do you see that, Sid? Your protege's making a proper little outlaw of himself.
Oh, Karen's pride. Hell yeah. Doom, doom, doom. What's the hang on. Plus. The reading table. Okay. I can check that out later. Do 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 do. Excuse me. Talk. Okie dokie. Onward indeed. Now all the
How are you feeling?
talking stuff is over with.
Better. Thanks to Talia.
I'm glad to hear it.
And Torgal helped too. Didn't you, boy?
We talk about it? Let's talk about it.
Come on. This used to be a trade route for merchants crossing the Scars. Till the Republic laid a new road wide enough to let wagons pass, and all official traffic moved there.
Leaving this one for those living outside the law.
Oh wait, I can't
Indeed.
actually spread.
I doubt we'll be the only outlaws on the trail today.
There we go. Now I can spread.
All right.
Monsters!
Be safe.
check it. Kicked him to death. Nothing he could do about it. Now normally I would do that, but I'm not gonna. I kind of want to crack on.
How nice. They have a hideaway of their own. Nice try.
I'm telling you, this is such a great combo ability. Total 6. Lot of damage. Big numbers. I level up. Must have leveled up, right? Yeah.
We've done the Republic a service.
Okay. Do 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 do.
I see the Dalmex lag behind Rosaria when it comes to bridge building.
The fallen ruin should hold at least.
The path continues on the other side.
I am probably missing like tons of stuff. Running by stuff all the time. Cool. Do, 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 do. I only have 2 high potions. I probably should have bought some more while I was in the hideaway. Whoops. Wowzers. That's pretty cool.
So
How does that
this is
even work?
Anarchus.
The land of the gods. It's even more impressive than I imagined. I remember being captivated by the story as a child.
Long, long ago, man was overcome by avarice and challenged the gods in a bid to win their power. The final battle took place here, at these falls. Or so the legend goes. If anyone ever manages to plumb those depths, perhaps we'll learn if there's any truth to the tale.
That the gods emerged victorious and punished man for his defiance by visiting upon him
Ultima?
2 curses.
Dominance and bearers. To tell the truth, I always thought it strange that the dominant and their icons were deemed a curse. Back home, the dominant inherited the throne. They were admired and exalted, not spurned. Whenever I got to that part of the story, I always assumed there must be something I'd misunderstood.
You had a lot of storybooks, didn't you? In your room, I mean. When we were young.
The old legends were always my favorites. Epic battles between gods and men. Father encouraged me to read as much as I could. He thought it good for my education.
Yeah.
You really were a boy like any other, weren't you?
Just look at this place. It's enough to make you believe the legends are true.
I know.
We're not far from Boklad. The road will be busier up ahead.
And we'll have to keep our wits about us. Clive? Something wrong?
Nothing. It's nothing.
What?
I see the reports are true, Father. You have surrendered the throne to Olivier.
I have.
What the fuck?
Emperor Olivier shall rebuild the Holy Empire of Sanbreque.
How is he to rule an empire? He is but a boy.
I shall advise him until he comes of age.
Father, please.
Or for as long as I am able. The empire we seek to build needs young blood to rule it, and I can think of none better suited to the task. There is other news, Dion. Hugo Kupka is dead, and Drake's Fang destroyed. The pillars of the Republic have fallen. Ere long, the Imperial banner shall fly over every city in Storm. And then Valisthea. All shall bow before their Emperor.
Father, these are the words of a tyrant.
They are the words of a god.
What the fuck?
The Emperor whom I gladly serve. Great Greeker, made flesh.
So he sees himself as a god, and that's why he's put Olivia in charge, right? Because then he's above him, maybe?
Return to your camp, Dion, and ready your forces.
And his fucking flowers.
It is time to show the world the true power of Sanbreque.
Father. I find you much changed. Is this truly the path you wish to tread? Or are these the ambitions of another? Of Ultima, perhaps?
Where did you get that name?
What nonsense is this? I speak my mind, and my mind only. Though I do owe Annabella thanks for reminding me of certain truths regarding the nature of nations, of rulers, and of the divine.
You would trust the words of this traitress? She betrayed her country. She slew her husband.
You have ever been an invaluable servant to Sambrek, Prince Dion. I trust you will continue to serve your emperor in the wars to come.
Canker! Silence! Insolent wretch!
What time?
You will bend the knee. All else is heresy.
I mean, he's literally Bahamut, right? I don't see why he doesn't just call his icon.
This audience is over. Come, your radiance. The Rowena Syndicate awaits your pleasure.
Oh, not another meeting with silly old men. They're so boring. I'm hungry, Father. Can't we have luncheon instead?
Does it pain you that you will not inherit your father's throne?
I have suffered worse.
Count your blessings, Dion. For a base-born child to be chosen by Bahamut is miracle enough. You have risen high on his wings, but you shall rise no higher, lest your impure blood stain the throne.
What do you know of my blood?
The plot
Bocklet
thickens.
Markets to the north. We
Where
just
do we
need
go?
to hug the coast.
Okay. I'm baffled as to how that works.
Ready, go?
Is that not the sea? Going into a lake?
Run like the wind.
I don't know how that could work.
Infiltrating the Dominion won't be easy with the Imperials on high alert.
No. His Radiance has lost one capital already. We can be sure Sylvester will do everything in his power to hold on to Twinside. His troops are well trained and increasingly battle-hardened. But it's not as if we can wait for the siege to end. More refugees.
And they're all
Everywhere we
looking
go,
for the crystalline
refugees.
Dominion.
Because they don't know how to live without the crystal's blessing.
They think they don't know how to live without the crystal's
Back to the
blessing.
stables, Carl.
There are no crystals here.
This is where we're supposed to meet Goots, isn't it?
That's right. He said he'd wait for us here after replenishing his supplies. I dare say he'll have finished by now.
Honestly, I've got to say, I feel like Clive isn't going to be the best person to be going undercover wearing this very distinctive armor.
Peaches and pears, beets and beans.
Wait. Okay, yeah, it is this way.
Wonders from across the water. Come one, come all. Feast your eyes. Good sir, can I interest you in...
How much? For a measly crust of bread?
You won't find any cheaper. Not nowadays. But you're more than welcome to look.
The Empire's unlawful and illegitimate occupation of the Crystalline Dominion is still in effect. Only those whose business in Twinside has been officially approved by the Republican Army will be permitted to cross the border. All who seek entry are to form a line and ready their documents for inspection.
Looks like we aren't the only ones who are eager to leave.
And they're checking everyone.
Can't you make an
Not for the likes of you.
We won't get through without that pass. Let's go and find Good, shall we?
I mean, he can't be hard to find, can he?
They're sweet as nectar.
Pretty big guy. There he is, found him.
Take the large one.
Ah, Good.
Clive, I'm so sorry. Don't tell Nan, will you?
He forgot his
Slow
path.
down, Good. Just tell us what happened.
It's betrayed us, Pass. It's gone. We cannot ride the caravan without it. We won't even be able to get through the flipping checkpoint.
Do you remember when you last saw it?
It was in my pocket a minute ago. Then a bairn bumped into me and... Yeah. You don't think that they might have nicked it, do you?
It wouldn't surprise me. A busy market like this is prime territory for pickpockets.
So, to get the pass back, we need to find this child. Where would we even start?
I know where. I've got a pal in Bocklad who might be able to help us. No one knows more about what goes on round here than she does.
Where do we find her?
She's the owner of the Crimson Caravans, up that way. Sign's got a red chocobo on it.
No time like the present.
You two go on ahead. I'm gonna check the rest of my stuff, make sure no one else is missing.
All right. We'll meet you there.
Maybe you should let the guard know that there's your trader's
Let's
pass
keep an eye out
somebody's
for this red chocobo then.
stolen.
And the other on our purses.
Maybe they can keep a lookout for you.
Out of my sight, wretch.
Hey up.
You won't find a finer array this side of the strait.
Really? I ain't seeing all that much here, to be fair. I'm gonna buy some high potions. So.
Many thanks. Farewell.
Looking to hire a coach? It's 10 million for a two-birder to the Crystalline Dominion.
10
it or leave it.
million?
Oh, we're not here for that.
Then I bid you good day.
Oh, wait! Don't go, El. He's me mate.
As I live and breathe. Goots, what are you doing back in Bocklad? I gather Lady Karen didn't send you. So what trouble have you got yourself into this time?
It's me trader's pass. It got stolen. By a little bairn.
Of all the... You're the size of a marble. Honestly. Ugh.
Goots told us that you know the markets well. Might you have an idea which little bairn could have done this?
We don't intend to punish them. We just need our pass back. Then, we can be on our way.
I see. So neither of you has a trader's pass either. Not that anyone would take you for traders, but I suppose that's why you came to me, correct? Now, I can't say for sure who took your pass, but I suspect I know why they did it. Let me explain.
Ever since the Fist marched on the Dominion, the Republic has been clamping down on any commerce that might aid the Empire more than it does us. Which means traders' passes have gone from being merely a way of easing one's progress to being essential if one wishes to cross the border at all. And with demand outstripping supply, they've become a precious commodity, leading some to seek to acquire them by less than legitimate means.
So the children are stealing passes to sell on the black market.
Yes and no. Passes are inscribed with the names of their owners, and yet none of the victims' names have appeared on the register of those passing through the checkpoint.
Which means?
That someone is doctoring the stolen passes. The same someone who is encouraging the children to steal them. And the same someone who has Goots' pass, no doubt. Whoever they are, they're ruining the livelihoods of honest merchants, which is why we've decided to take a stand. Will you stand with us? You want to get your pass back, and we want to ensure that no more are stolen. Catch whoever's behind it all, and 2 birds shall be slain with a single stone.
How many people am I gonna have to kill to do this?
Is there any other way of getting to the Crystalline Dominion Goods?
They won't let you in if you're not with the caravan. It's that, I don't know, try swimming across the strait.
I mean, we literally have Shiva with us. We
Guards will
could just make
definitely
ice
spot you
out
if
of
you
the
try
water.
and do that. Like, we don't want to get spotted, right?
So either we find the people who took the pass, or give up all hope of entering the Dominion.
All right. We'll help.
Thank you kindly. But I don't know your name. Eloise at your service.
Clive.
A pleasure doing business with you, Clive.
All these fucking seals, man.
The proprietor of the furniture makers by the coach stop is spearheading the search. Wear that, and he will know you for a friend. I suggest that you speak with him first.
The furniture makers. Understood.
Okie dokie, let's speak to the furniture maker, otherwise known as the carpenter.
Jug of snake spit for the road.
Caravan stops next to the checkpoint.
Juicy pears! Slake your thirst!
Are you the furniture maker?
No, the
Looking for
furniture's
something
there
in
for
particular?
no frickin' reason.
Eloise collared you too, eh? Then I expect you want to know more.
She told me you were leading the hunt for the pickpockets. What have you learned?
For one, that they're targeting the traders carrying the biggest packs. Harder to watch your back, see? And less chance of the mark giving chase if they're spotted. Not that they'd be likely to catch them. Those imps know every inch of this warren like the backs of their hands.
Their eyes must have lit up when they saw Goots.
The fishmonger round by the gate's been trying to track down the children involved. You should go and have a word with her.
Thank you. We will.
Why did you send me to speak to this guy? He's just sent me on to somebody else. Still, you're in the way, love. Thank you.
You won't find anything of this quality in Twinside.
You should come with me to the Dominion.
Fish for sale! Fresh sorted and smoked! Can I interest you? Ah, sorry. Message from Eloise, is it?
She's asked me to help her. To help you find the pickpockets.
Is that so? Suppose I better tell you what I know then. For one, this isn't a family operation. All the traders say the children who stole their passes were dirty, dressed in rags. Street urchins, by the sound of it. We get a lot around here.
Orphans from the wars.
A few, perhaps. You saw the refugees gathered by the entranceway? They're all looking for a new start in the Dominion and beyond. Some of them take it as an opportunity to rid themselves of unwanted baggage.
The shame of it.
Whoever's behind this would have to have made themselves known to the children at some point.
And so should we.
You should start with the children around here, then. I doubt they're the ones involved, but they might have heard something.
It's worth a try.
All right then. Questioning children. How hard can that be?
Okie dokie, let's find some kids. Gotta be honest, this today has been a load of running around just talking to people. Not been wild, you know?
Do you have a moment?
What do you want?
What I want is to know who's asking children like you to pick pockets.
I don't know. Nobody's asked me. What's picking pockets? Do you get paid for it?
No, you get in trouble for it. So if they come calling, you know what to tell them.
Yeah, but they're gonna tell you get paid for it, so I think you.
Excuse me.
What do you want? I don't have any money.
It's all right. We're not going to hurt you. We just want to talk.
What about?
We've heard that some very bad people are making children like you steal from travelers. We need to know who's behind it so we can stop them.
I don't know much about it, really. But my friend, Honza, he said he got a job. Doing something dangerous.
Sounds promising.
We need to find him and ask.
Do you know where your friend might be?
He's usually by the tents outside town.
Thank you. You've been very helpful.
Right. Ooh.
Jug of snake spit for the road?
Come on, come on!
Let me carry your goods. I'm cheap.
That's that then.
She must have meant the refugee camp.
Let's hope he's still nearby.
Daddy.
Did I walk? No, I am in it. Okay.
That big fat donkey was easy pickings. He wouldn't have noticed if we robbed his boots off him.
Yeah. Wish we hadn't handed over the pass, though. Could use one of those things to get out of this dump.
Chance would be a fine thing. The moment they found out, they'd string us up by our guts.
Would they now? Perhaps you'd like to introduce us to these charming characters.
Shit, we're in trouble now.
What do we do?
You
Run away!
I'm off.
Hunter, where are you going?
So that was Hunter, eh? Jill, you watch these two. I'm going after him.
Chasing.
He can't have gone far. I need to find him before his employers do.
Daddy, I'm hungry.
But I'm broke.
Did you see a boy run past? He stole something from a friend of mine.
There was a boy ran back there towards the Chocobo pen, but...
Thank you.
There he is. We found him.
Oh, shit. Cornered.
It's all right, Hunter. I'm not going to hurt you. I just want to ask you some questions.
Fine. Not like I've got a choice.
I'm looking for the people who are making you steal for them. Who are they?
Called themselves the Carstones. They said they'd give me good gill if I did what they told me. I knew they were bad, but bread doesn't come for free. Didn't come at all half the time, before I started buzzing for them. You know, if I didn't do it, they'd just pick on someone else. Someone they could push around easier.
Honza.
You found him then?
Jill.
Oh, you were supposed to stay with you? Oh, okay.
Where are the other two?
Eloise is watching over them. She sent Goots and I to look for you.
You're... him!
I haven't got your pass anymore, if that's what you're after. I gave it to the Carstones. Whatever you do to me, I can't get it back. Not that I go against them anyway. If it weren't for their Gil, me and my mates would have starved.
What's up with Torgal?
Cowards. You will not force another child to do your bidding.
Wait, we're not...
Huh.
Don't hurt him.
You're making a mistake. We're on the same side.
Like hell we are. That brooch. Where did you get it?
Master Theo?
Goots. What are you doing with these people? Unless you're the ones my sister was talking about.
Your sister?
I don't know.
Eloise didn't tell us she had a brother.
And why would she? I'm just her back and a blade. Theodore, at your service. Sorry about before.
Theodore, what do you know of the Cast Stones?
Vultures who have made Boklad their hunting ground. They prey on the desperate, stealing from those with Gil and bullying those without it into joining their flock. I'd been looking into their activities in hope of sparing the refugees any further hardship. But it seems they've already stooped even lower than I'd feared. Honza's a good lad. Don't blame him for what they've made him do. If he and his friends hadn't agreed to work for the Stones, some other poor souls would have. On pain of death, most likely. Clive, was it? And my sisters asked you to help put an end to the
Yeah, I'm gonna feel like
Then
they're
we all
doing what
want
they
the
have to
same
do.
thing.
Oh, right. I think that puts us in a good spot to end for today.